Hey guys, how's it going? So, another week, another mobile suit, and this week we have the Gaza D. So, the Gaza D, really been looking forward to it. I was really hoping it would be a support, and sadly, is a 450-500 general suit. Now, it is grounded space, and it definitely is better, I would say, than the Gaza C, though in different ways, and I would almost say that the Gaza C, as far as its cost ratio to damage, is possibly a little bit higher. It's still kind of more of a hit and run suit that is definitely more of a team friendly stagger suit. It is 2-star, so fair enough there, but it doesn't have very much damage. So let's go ahead and go over the weapons and talk about it here in the video. We'll show it off. So it has its main knuckle buster. I think it's still the same name, but it fires 1.5 seconds per shot. It has a 60% heat rate, which at that point you could shoot probably about 3 times before it overheats. The missiles there, though, are straight fire, and I believe they're both the same in flight and in normal mode, and you can get a very quick stagger. So the build-up stagger is insane, and those 2 beams that I think come out of the feet will cause a stagger as well. So you got one insta stagger mode or firing mode when you're in flight. You have the missiles while you're on the ground, and you have the knuckle buster itself. I'm really curious to know what the stagger ratio is. We'll try to look that up tomorrow on the podcast. But overall, really cool suit as far as just flying around, and it feels better than the Gaza C itself. Now, looking at its actual stats, it is also better in every way that the Gaza C needed to be. Now, it doesn't have as much beam resist, but you don't really need that as much just as its own thing. The Gaza C sadly just gets torn to pieces by anything ballistic and has no melee res. Now, in this case, you have 12 and then 14 melee for 450 and 500. Still kind of low, but again, you're playing more of a hit and run, flying around suit. So you help your teammates get staggers, they follow up, knock a guy down, whatever, and then you're moving on to the next target. With the health, though, it does have 16,000, and then I believe it's 17,500 for the 500 cost one, which is really nice. And it has 18, 18, and 12 for its resistances, and then 20, 20, and 14 for the 500 cost. Fantastic that it has this. I'm really impressed that they actually gave it that much. So pretty cool. Again, it has a decent bit of weapons. You have the missiles. You have, I'm missing what this one. Okay, that's missiles, and is that another missile thing? I actually don't know what the other ranged weapon is here. Oh, they're both different types of missiles. That's interesting. I wonder if they both have the same stagger buildup. That'll be cool to look at. So it has 2 different missiles that it can fire in both flying and the normal mode. You cannot use the knuckle buster though while flying, but again, you have the insta stagger beam from I think the feet, and you have the little Gaza C pew pew beam, which sadly only shoots about 4 times, looks like, at 30%. You pretty much just hold it down and it's automatic. 16-second recharge. By the way, the knuckle buster has a 20-second recharge. This doesn't stagger and really doesn't do much damage. It is ×2, so that should be about 600 damage per shot, but not the craziest amount for really what this thing needs. It doesn't have the craziest DPS output, but you can definitely help your teammates. Now, it does have flight control program 2, so you can fly a lot longer than the Gaza C. It has an evasion system, so you got a dodge roll. You got 2 melees with the melee combo controller, which is nice. Balancer and force injector. So pretty nice set of skills for this suit, and decent stats, health and defense. Again, the problem is it is lacking in damage. We'll see what they do if they try to buff it or whatever. We'll see if anybody finds a really good place for this suit. Overall, again, I think its damage is a little weak. And we played in Brawl, so there's that. So take it with that in mind from what I'm saying. But I didn't fear it as a support at all. Now, yes, I'm a support, but I mean, like, I was like, okay, stop tickling me and let me kill this dude in front of me. And it was like, again, Mark II, fair enough, crazy melee damage, but other than just getting staggered every now and then, it was not doing anything really to me to be threatening. which is kind of awkward. So, I don't know, at 500 might be a little lacking for damage. At 450, we'll see. But right now, I'm saying it probably needs a buff of some sort, unless, you know, maybe there's some crazy combo that I don't know about. So, definitely need to look forward to that. I'm really curious to see where it ends up in a week. Anyway, moving on though. We have the normal suit here for the Neo Zeon 3. Pretty cool. The Gelgoog Cannon level 5 and the Full Armor Gundam level 5. These are both now 650, and it's kind of a Y situation. Please buff this and this if you're going to put it to 650. They're going to get destroyed. I mean, it's cool that they're there, but like, they're just going to get decimated. If the scaling is bad, I just really got to see their stats. I really want to see their stats. Hopefully that's on the JP Wiki tomorrow during the podcast. But with that said, there is a banner, so you can't spin for them. That's kind of why I'm pointing it out this way. So you can get that, and you can get the twin beam rifle for the actual full armor itself. Finally, it is GBO Days. Get your free suits for the next 4 days, I believe. And good luck. Hopefully you get something. And if you are a newer player, the 10 spin that they have that guarantees a 3-star suit is pretty nice. Again, though, if you've been playing for a decent bit of time, this is the entire pool of suits, period. So you're probably going to get repeats a lot if you've been playing for even, you know, probably about, well, I don't know exactly how much time. But yeah, if you have a decent pool of suits, then you're probably going to get dupes. Especially because you can get stuff that's in the DP store, which is kind of ripped. Anyway, now we have the Gaza D. We talked about that, and that ticket shop stuff. We have the Asshimar level 1 and 2, which is pretty hype. I actually didn't think I had the Asshimar 1, but I forgot I got it in a pool here the other day, so didn't need to spend the tickets on that. I definitely would have, and I'm kind of sad that I haven't been playing the level 1. Then we have the Hildolfr level 3, which actually feels pretty good, even at 500. And we finally got to see that at the 500 cost, other than the main cannon only having one shot, it has everything better than the Zommel itself. And then the Assault Gun Tank probably still does really well at level 3, but I haven't got to play it yet, and I don't have it. I might spin the tickets. I don't know. But overall, Asshimar can definitely recommend that suit, and funny enough, it definitely feels really close to the Gaza D. So if you like the Asshimar already, you might like the Gaza D. If you like the Gaza C, you also might like the Gaza D or the Asshimar. So I could say any of these, you could definitely trade it out and try these out. They're definitely more of a hit run suit. Also, the Methuss would be a good comparison to any of these as well. So, Hildolfr, though, probably the only one out of the 2 supports there if you were going to spend that many, because they're all 3 stars, meaning they're going to be expensive. I'm guessing, assuming their normal way of pricing, these are probably close to $325 to $350 around their tickets. I could go look in a second. Actually, do I have? Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. But then in the DP store, we have the Zock level 2 and the Zuda F level 2. Zuda F, kind of interesting. This means we got the weapons in, which is really nice. Zuda F feels pretty good. Definitely better at its base level 1 cost, but the Zock is definitely fun, and I'm kind of sad I spent tickets on it because it was decently recent. So yeah, of course the Zommel, I almost said Zommel. The Hildolfr level 3 being 380 tickets, which I don't know if I'd say that's worth. The Asshimar level 2 being 375, 345 for both the Assault Gun Tank level 3 and the Asshimar level 1. And you can see from the tickets what they think about the Assault Gun Tank compared to the Hildolfr. So, there you go. So there's that. Anyway, lastly, the weekend battle thing there at the bottom, as you can see, the, yeah, it's pretty much going to be brawl matches all the way to the 27th, which I don't mind. I definitely want to get more into these before time runs out. And then finally, the clan ranked this Saturday. Get in there. It is the late night one. Finally, we have a time for the Western time zone. That is nice. 4v4 City Ruins. Simple battle. 450. Gonna be pretty cool. The suit. I'm really curious to see if we see a couple of them going around and trying to just help teammates wherever they need it. I will say being able to fly around at 450 as well for the Gaza D, to point it out again, it's actually kind of nice. There's not really too many suits that have that playstyle. Maybe the Barrelon is the closest thing that we have at 450 and 500. Otherwise, though, being a more supportive, staggering general, we already have stuff like that on the ground. It definitely does the job way better. If you're definitely trying to go for the Gaza D, you're definitely wanting to utilize the hit and run and flying around a lot. And that's going to be the draw to the suit. And which I think is why they definitely didn't put the damage up, so that people could get around, help out their teammates, and win that way. So, like I said, it'll remain to be seen if it is something that has staying power. I think we might start seeing one on a team, and that'll be fine. If you ever see two, there's probably going to be people dodging at higher ranks. So, there's that. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about the new suit or anything else in the patch notes. Usual stuff in the description below, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, stuff like that. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace!